Do not feel discouraged because you're staying true to who you are. When you are genuinely showing up in this world as yourself, when a lot of people have to pretend or fake or maybe lost or insecure, you have to realize that you are going to stand out and that it is okay. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, of course, there is no right or wrong way to heal yourself, so always take what resonates and leave the rest, as well as grabbing yourself a pen and your paper and taking notes. You have to realize that when you're showing up, when you have a business, when you want to be a content creator, when you're doing things for the first time, you have to realize that nobody else is you. So yes, there are people on YouTube. Yes, there are mental health specialists. Yes, there are doctors and singers and people who are doing the things that you want to do. So it's a possibility and it's been done before, but nobody is going to do it like you. A lot of times people feel the need to compare themselves in these spaces by looking outside of their lane and switching up and adapting to personalities and personas that they see from other people. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being influenced in a healthy and a productive and positive way if it is contributing into your life and allowing you to be seen and heard, but you don't necessarily want to be something that you're not. You don't have to copy people, but you can admire people. The difference between you copying people and admiring people is using what you see in front of you and making it into your own. And the reason is because when you want to be seen, when you want to be heard, when you want to live a certain lifestyle, when you're healing, when you're elevating, when you are moving forward in life, when you're being intentional, you have to realize what you start to do is going to show up in your life. So when you decide to become the best version of yourself and you have certain hobbies and certain personalities and you think a certain way that's not common, you can't be afraid to be seen. You can't be worried about people judging you. You can't be trying to fit in and stand out at the same time. If you want to stand out, you have to start embracing what you like about yourself. You're not weird. You're not cringy for liking yourself and being okay with yourself. You have to realize that when you are 100% confident in yourself, what other people think about you is literally, just their opinion. And I'm here to tell you, people are going to have opinions. Do we always agree with people's opinions? No. Do you always agree with people think about you? No. Do I always agree? No. But honestly, speaking from experience, worrying about what people's opinions, when they don't know you, they don't finance you, they don't feed you, they're not in your immediate circle, they're not having any type of access to you, doesn't matter. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have feelings and that it doesn't make you feel some type of way, but speaking from experience, when you are staying true to yourself, it shouldn't matter. Not just that, when you stay true to who you are, you can attract the people and the places and things who are meant to be in your life because they resonate with you. When you try to hide, when you try to play small, when you try to act like you're not a certain type of way, you try to be something you're not, once again, it only manifests in your life and it ends up with certain consequences. You need to know that if you are putting yourself out here like on YouTube, TikTok, social media, or like I said, you just want to do something that's unfamiliar, you cannot be afraid. So whatever insecurities that you have about yourself, that's what we're going to focus on in this video. We're going to give you 5 recommendations in order for you to stay true to who you are. Number 1, in order for you to not be afraid and realize that you're not being cringy for being yourself, you have to realize that you like certain things, that you dislike certain things, and you have to be okay with it. When you are okay with the decisions in your life, when you're okay with how you look, when you're okay with how you talk, when you're okay with just yourself and your being or whatever it is that you want to do, you don't have to worry about it. Not just that, once again, other people who disagree with you or other people who are not compatible with you, it's a waste of time and energy. Now, of course, there are going to be some people in this world who are problematic, who are chaotic, who are just very negative, because being negative, being positive is based off of our level of awareness. And it's a choice at the end of the day. It's a reflection. Is everyone going to heal themselves? Does everyone want to think positively? Does everyone want to be abundant? No, my content's not for them. I don't focus my time, energy, and effort, and neither should you. Figure out what it is that you like about yourself. If you like to do hair, if you play an instrument, if you like to dance, if you like to sing, if you like to draw. There's this one lady on TikTok. She makes food with paper. People laughing at her. That lady is financially stable. That lady is doing things that she want to do. And you have to realize too, the people who judge you and have these opinions of you, they're not who they are. They have to pretend to be somebody they're not. And me personally, out of the 28 years of life, I thank God I don't have to wear a mask. I thank God I don't have to shrink or fit in with certain people. Trying to hide who you are is only going to do yourself a disservice. So the second thing you have to realize is that if you like certain things and certain people aren't willing to accept you, they're not your crowd. They're not your audience. They're not for you. Learn to be intentional about the time, the energy, and effort that you're investing into yourself as well as other people. So therefore, you don't have to worry about things that don't make you happy. In order for you to genuinely be happy, you do have to be intentional. But most importantly, you have to be present. You have to be aware. You have to be confident. You have to know that if you like something and somebody wants to make fun of you or call you weird, once again, are those the type of people you need to be associated with? You cannot be ashamed or embarrassed that you like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or that you like Pokemon. When I was in the 2nd grade, you guys, I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know if you guys are too young, but I had a whole deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was in the 2nd grade. Oh, she's cringy because she plays with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There are people, I'm pretty sure if I was to look up Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that are selling them on eBay, and people who use them. Why should you worry and why should you care about people who are not for you, who are not even compatible with you? That's like my mental health videos. People who constantly disagree with me, people who go back and forth. If you don't like what I said, you don't have to. Going back and forth doesn't change the fact that I said what I said, I feel the way I do, and it's not for you. It's chaotic. That's the same thing with you. If you say certain things, which is the third thing, stand on what you say and what you do. If somebody really has an issue with you and they're not, like I said, they're not your friends, they're not your family, they're not in your life to help you grow, what is there to speak on? What is there to address? What is there to talk about? Find you something to do, seriously. Find something to do with your life and enjoy your life, because time is going to go by. Time is going by very quickly. And you don't want to continue to live your life and not be happy and not do what you want to do because either A, you're too worried about people making fun of you or being judged and being perceived. Once again, you need to start asking yourself, why would I want to fit in with people who talked about me, who made fun of me, or who don't even accept me? If you like to do your hair a certain type of way, embrace it. Learn to be okay with being yourself, like genuinely. There is no fake it until you make it. And all to y'all shade, I think that it's very misleading to tell people that. A lot of people will tell you just to be delusional. A lot of people will tell you just to fake it till you make it. If you have to fake it till you make it, you're never going to make it because you were fake. And if you have to be delusional about it, it's not real. We don't have to be delusional about being ourselves when we could be practical, when we could be confident. And the fourth and fifth thing, I lost count, is that when you are true to yourself, anybody who has a problem, oh well. How are you going to be mad at somebody because they know who they are? How are you going to be mad at somebody because they're vocal? They do know how to communicate. Learn from people, like I said in the beginning of this video. It's nothing wrong with seeing people and being inspired by them or thinking that they're admirable. Learn to be teachable. We don't know everything. We only know what we've been exposed to. We only know what we've been taught. We only know what we've experienced. We only know what we saw in program and been accustomed to from our friends, our families, our environments, schools, work, etc. So unless you're unwilling to learn that information, nobody's trying to be better than anybody. And not just that, when you stay in your own lane, you stay true to yourself, there is no competition. There is no secret animosity. There is no secret hidden agendas. There is no humble yourself. No. People are allowed to do what they want. As long as you guys are not hurting yourself and harming yourself, that's the only thing I don't condone. Other than that, what people do has nothing to do with us. It's best for people to learn how to mind their business. And not just that, when you genuinely mind your business, not just on paper, not just because it sounds good, you could do what makes sense to you and you're going to live your best life. Everyone's not going to agree with you. Once again, agree to disagree. Everyone doesn't have to like you. Okay, now what? Now what? If you like to dress a certain type of way, like I said, as long as it's appropriate, like I said, you're not anything that doesn't hurt and harm anybody, whether it's subconsciously, consciously, intentionally, physically, emotionally, anything that's degrading, anything that's low vibrational, I personally don't condone. But once again, I'm not here to police what everybody does at the end of the day, because people are going to deal with the consequences of their actions. Some people are going to learn the hard way and some people already know that, or they're going to learn that. It's best that you surround yourself with people who are like-minded. If not, if you want to be around people who are opposite of you and who are different from you, embrace them. Because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day when it comes to life, People either are going to accept you or they don't, because you're not always, like I said, going to see eye to eye with people. You're not always going to be compatible with them. You may not always resonate with people immediately, especially when you're getting to know people and even yourself. So that's just something you have to take in consideration. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Learn to indulge and to engage with your hobbies. Learn to take time to yourself and appreciate what you like about yourself, and the things that you don't like, you can either fix it, you can embrace it, you can accept it, or you could just let it be and let it go. But you have to realize that when you are doing something in your own unique way, it takes time. And the reason why I had this video as an idea is because it was brought up on my TikTok. Make sure you guys follow me. All my social media platforms will be down in the description boxes with me down below. That people feel like they see other people do things on social media or just in general. And it's just like, if everybody's doing something and you're doing something different, it does take more time, more energy. But it's just like, don't try to shrink yourself or fit in because you see things are popular or seeing things trending, because then you start to be like the things that you were resenting in the first place. You guys, this is a bright light. I don't know if you guys can see this glare. I'm trying to okay, but anyways, don't shrink yourself just to fit in with people. Stand out. Like, don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid to stand out. Like, once again, people judging you, that's not helping them live their life. That's not helping them have a roof over their head. That's not helping them pay their bills. That's not helping them survive. That's not helping them become the best version of themselves. It's only taken away from them. It's only wasting their time, their energy, and effort. And that's what, once again, we don't condone that either. So we don't waste our time. We don't waste other people's time. We're very intentional. So yeah. Once somebody makes up their mind that they're for you, they are. If they're not, it is what it is. But don't stop being yourself just because you see other people doing things. And if you want to join. But if you want to stand out, you have to be okay with being you. You have to be okay with people having opinions like you do. And the reason is because it has nothing to do with you. A lot of people get so upset and they try to question themselves and they're asking themselves, how come this person like me? Once again, like, you need to learn how to be comfortable with yourself, because that's what it is. And so you learn how to be comfortable with yourself, you're always going to be concerned about everybody else. And it's like, what about you? You have your own life to live. And I'm going to end off the video with that. So if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Turn on your post notification and make sure you subscribe. If you're interested in the service in a session, the link is also in the description down below. Head to my Instagram and on my TikTok. I will be going live answering you guys' questions, comments, and concerns if you're not able to afford a service in a session. But know that when you are you, like, if everyone's playing a sport or if everybody's doing something and they're doing it the same way and you decide to switch it up, it does require more energy and more effort. And you have to realize sometimes some people are unfamiliar with change. Some people are very complacent with a certain reality, a certain way of living, which is fine. Once again, they're allowed to do what they want. We all have free will. But you have to realize that if you want community or if you want genuine connections like yourself, you have to be that energy for yourself, and you have to learn how to do things alone. You have to realize that sometimes you may have to be the trendsetter. You may have to be the leader. You may have to walk on faith. You may have to be the example. Like, if you want certain people to be in your life who are on the same frequency as you, if you want a certain community, you have to realize that your path is not like everyone else's. You will be set apart. You will be set apart. Like, you can't do what everybody else does, because when you try, it doesn't work out. So the best thing you can do right now is embrace who you are, figure out what you like, figure out what you don't like, stand on it, be okay with it, and be comfortable in your skin. Because the more you can be comfortable in your skin, the more, like I said, you don't have to worry or perform or be depressed or compare yourself to anything that's low vibrational. You want to be able to be yourself all day, every day, rather you have people around you watching or they're not. And once again, when you're doing things, like I said, nothing new underneath the sun, but when you do it in your own unique way, like I said, a lot of times some people are going to feel inadequate. Sometimes people are going to be hesitant to support you or to be there for you because they're not used to this. They're used to a certain way or they don't want to, and that's fine. Okay? Love you. Bye.